Checkmate. All right, we're not playing chess. But for fall camp, tip number 3, have a system of checks. You got to be like Nike out there. Have a system of checks. But this is very, very important during fall camp. Now, in the role, you're going to be doing a lot of checks. That could be breakfast checks, meeting checks, just different checks. Practice guys coming out practice, you're always on the check. And if you listen to the tip I gave, please go and check out the playlist, player development tips. Laminate anything you have to check, but you need to have a system of checks. Let's dive deeper into that. Hello. My name is Ed Jones II. I'm the founder of Beyond the Field program, where we create impactful player development professionals and programs. And I am fortunate to be the host of this podcast, the Player Development Pod. Today, we're continuing our fall camp series, as you all are in fall camp who are watching, who are associated with different sports, specifically football. And today's tip number 3 is have a system of checks. Now, I already talked about it in the opener, talked about breakfast checks, meeting checks, different checks like that. Here are a few underrated checks that over my career, I learned during fall camp. Number 1 check system you should have during fall camp is driver's license. What I did is, and what we did, shout out to Tori Takel at the University of Houston, and I took it with me at different places. We had names of our players. We had when their driver's license were going to expire. A lot of your players arrive on campus. I was in the state of Texas. I don't know if other states do this, but they arrive either 16, 17, 18 years old. But in the state of Texas, you had to change the license at 21. So you went from a vertical to a horizontal driver's license. So you want to make sure you know who is up for a new license and who has an expired license. This is important because during the season, when you travel and you're chartering, you're getting on a plane, they will not be able to get on that plane without that renewed license or the current actual license. So make sure you have a driver license chart and you know who's expiring, and you're taking time during camp when there's breaks before school starts, season starts, to ensure that they get a renewed license. Or you may have some athletes who don't have a license. Make sure you're taking care of that. Number two is housing. A lot of players during fall camp, everywhere I've been, their leases end during camp. How can that happen? Come on. But their leases end during camp, and you need to make sure that you know those dates, because what they'll do if you don't tell them, if you don't work it out, is they'll come tell you the morning of a practice, hey coach, look out, I need to move out my apartment in like 2.5 hours. You're like, bro, how long you knew this? Like, we doing this right now? Seriously? So you want to make sure that you talk to everybody on the team. What I used to do is talk to the housing people too. Hey, how y'all doing? Whose leases are being whose leases are ending here soon, because that can be a huge cog in the wheel if they come in and you got to go tell the head coach, hey, so-and-so has to move out of his apartment. I just found out, coach, it's not a good look. So make sure you have a check system for housing. Who's leaving, who needs to move, and where are they moving to? That is huge. So you want to make sure they have a place to move into. And then number three thing for fall camp is you want to start getting with your academic team. Shout out to all the academic teams I work with over my career. And you want to start talking about classes and enrollment. They will already be enrolled, but you want to talk about understanding their class schedule, when they have classes, the class conflicts with the season practice schedule. You want to start figuring that out now, because there may be space to change either a practice time or either the class times, but you want to start looking at the class structure of your athletes. Are there conflicts? Do we need to switch someone else to another class? Are there different things? Maybe there's something that opened up, a class that wasn't open, it opened up to help them with the degree, but you want to get with your academic team and make sure you have those checks. Hey, if those checks help you, please like and subscribe here. But once again, the 3 checks that you need to make sure you have a system or understanding of, or just oversee during fall camp, are driver's license, housing, and class structure conflicts that could happen throughout the year. Hey, you all that are in fall camp, make sure you hydrate. And while you're hydrating, check out these videos right here for more player development content. Go out and create generational impact. Don't wait, create that generational impact today.